Hey guys, what's up? It's Annika the Floosh in Minecraft here, and welcome back to another episode of Stylcraft here on the server. Welcome back. I'm super excited to get into this hot and fiery, see what I did there, haha, this hot and fiery episode. It is going to be absolutely epic, so be sure to subscribe if you guys do enjoy this episode, and leave a like to let me know if you guys want to see more. And I gotta go and destroy a tree because I just switched from 1.8 to 1.17, so let me do that really quickly. First thing I'm gonna mention, right here, as you guys can see, I have colored my shulker boxes, but then I also got two more. I bought some off of Diego, who recently went end raiding, and I basically just gave him a netherite ingot for two shulker boxes. Was it a ripoff on my part? Probably. But he only had 8 shulker boxes, and I kind of felt bad taking a quarter of his shulker boxes. And also, he was able to get his last piece of netherite with one more netherite ingot. So now we're going to go to the shopping district, and we're going to check our shop profits, because I have not checked it in about 2 episodes now. Oh, this is cool. I don't know who made this, but it's just like a tunnel underneath. I don't know if they needed dirt or what, but should I check pork chop first and then? Yeah, let's do pork chop. Well, the pork was moved around in the item frame, so that's a good sign. 14 diamonds. Okay, 15. Any others? Okay, 15 diamonds, and I mean, I really don't have to worry about restocking it. I need a shulker there, a bit more. 15 diamonds, though, that's not bad. Have we made any on leather? Any more, at least? No, leather does not seem to be selling. Man, look at this beautiful mountain. I wonder who made this mountain. I wonder who made this mountain. Okay, and let's go up here. I thought I was going to be rusty at it and absolutely fail. Alright, I know Diego... Yep, that's what I thought. I was going to say, I know Diego talked about making a flying machine to go to the end for end raiding, and it appears as if somebody bought... What's that? I mean, that would be half a stack. About 40 slime blocks. So, hey, that is not bad. That is rounding off our profit at 20 diamonds. That's great, actually. Last episode, I said that we are going to be building a blaze farm. But last episode, I didn't have time to. So we're going to do it this episode. I've already started getting some basic materials together. I want to build it out of nether brick so that it kind of matches the fortress. And I also want to get some tinted glass. But fortunately for me, when I went mining for all of this deep slate here, I was right next to an amethyst geode. So I just harvested that, and now I have 4 stacks of shards. So if I combine this with a stack of glass, then I believe I should be, yeah, 2 stacks of tinted glass. That's what I thought. Tinted glass is ridiculously expensive. So basically all I'm going to be doing is collecting a ton of materials. So I'm here in the nether just to pick up about a shulker box's worth of netherrack. And I've accidentally broken the vine on the way down here. So I need to regrow it, but I don't have any bone meal. But I just remembered that you can put nether wart in a composter. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you always carry a hoe on you at all times. And smelting all of this netherrack is going to be super easy thanks to the super smelter that I conveniently built last episode. And now all we have to do is wait. Now we've gotten all of our nether brick. Okay, I'm prepared, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I have spent quite a while preparing for this, and the last thing that I need is a heck ton of lava buckets. So I have legitimately brought fire res because I am going to have to climb into a lava pool to get this much lava. It is obscene the amount that I need. I need like 40 some odd buckets, I think. Just gotta be careful not to get too much, or else they will start spewing out of my inventory, and we do not want that. Alright, so that is as much as I can hold. Oh, I did not know that with fire resistance you don't take damage from magma blocks. I did not know that. I learned something new today. What do you know? And I've just gone ahead and brewed up some fire res potions too, because I don't trust myself with blazes. You can also see that I have a totem in my hand because I don't trust myself with blazes. I have died more than once to a blaze with full netherite armor, so I am taking all the precautions that I think I need to. One thing that I don't have is a shield, but I think I can live without that. I've gone ahead and I've mended up all of my tools. It's such a good feeling when you just see like no durability bars on your stuff, except for my bow. And also a pro tip, always over prepare on food. You never know what's gonna happen. You could get lost, so always bring way more food than you actually need. But now that I have everything, we're actually going to be heading to the blaze farm. So in between episodes, I have been building this little carpet path that basically leads all the way to a hole on the bedrock roof, which is right above the fortress with the double blaze spawner on it. And I of course have a blaze farm that I myself have designed. I really enjoy designing things. It's really great. And one thing I should mention is that there are some things that I've actually built on the Stylcraft server that weren't designed by me, and I don't think I ever gave credit to anyone, but I am going to just say that like that chicken farm design in my base, that wasn't built by me. Also, the Hoglin farm design was built by Doc M77 and a couple people from the Stylcraft server. And then also the drowned farm, I don't know who that was taken from, but the drowned farm design that I have is not mine either. I did not design that. So I highly recommend that if you guys are a content creator, that you give credit to people when credit is due, because some people spend days upon weeks, even months sometimes, designing farms, and while you're just simply putting it in a video, the least that you can do is give them credit for helping you out in a way, because that's one less month of your life that you've had to waste designing a farm because they've already done it for you. And finally we have made it. It has taken about 3 minutes to get to this point. That is how long of a walk it is here. Down we go. So I just realized that I actually still have my beacon on me, and I believe that I brought some iron, so I don't see any reason why I shouldn't hook this thing up to give me some regen. Fun fact that probably a lot of you didn't know, beacons will actually go through bedrock. So you can actually set up beacons below the nether roof, and you don't have to worry about breaking any bedrock or anything like that, which is actually really nice, especially for like projects like this that I'm doing. I really don't want to have to break another hole in the bedrock, so I can just do this. There's something so satisfying about finally finishing building a beacon base. Regeneration, and I could choose another thing too. What do I want? Jump boost, that could be handy. Resistance could also help. I don't know about haste. Jump boost could help, but also strength. I think I'm gonna go with resistance though. So first things first, I'm gonna want to clear out around this blaze spawner, because this one is already perfectly cleared out and it's perfectly fine. However, this one I also want to be cleared out so that you can kind of see them both at the same time. So we're gonna do that now. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, with this Totem of Undying, these fire res pots, and my netherite gear, and this resistance and regeneration, I am legitimately immortal. I have yet to take any damage from blazes. Like, genuinely. Like, even their melee attacks don't hurt me because of the resistance. This is actually insane. Okay, quick little update on how it's going. It's going. Not super fast from what I'm seeing. It's kind of hard with all of the blazes to mine out an area like this, because I need to make a platform for the actual like blazes to, well, I guess it's not really a platform, but it is a giant box that essentially the blazes spawn in, and then they're kind of just stuck there for a while, until they get flowed over by a ton of lava that will then push them into a kill chamber for me to then kill them. Progress update, I have a bit of a platform and a bit of a wall, but that's about all I have. Like, honestly. I have the blazes encaged finally, but they aren't shooting at me, which is actually kind of surprising, especially considering the fact like these guys can literally hit you pinpoint accuracy almost every single time, right? But they can't think to fly 5 blocks up. Okay, well that one, of course they do this whenever I turn the camera on. Of course, because that's how it always works. But normally they don't do that. However, the problem is I want to make this thing toggleable and I want to have a way to actually turn off the blaze spawner. And to do that, there are multiple different ways. One option is using like light levels with pistons that, you know, I push out like glowstone blocks, but I'm too stupid to figure that out, and I have to have this cage a certain size for them to spawn. So what I have decided to do instead is I have decided to have dispensers filled with lava buckets facing down at the top, so that then lava will be poured over the spawner. However, the one problem that I do have with this is that I actually have to go in there and place the dispensers, and there's like 5 blazes in there, so that's a bit scary. And yeah, I'm gonna try not to die, so wish me luck. There are way too many blazes in this thing, but now that I have these dispensers up at the top, which actually was not as big of an undertaking as I originally thought it was going to be, what I'm going to do temporarily for now, I later want to like actually make a full system where basically I'll just press a button and all of these on both of the blaze spawners that I have will dispense a lava bucket. But for now, this should do. We're just going to connect these up with some redstone, and then we do that. And then if we come down here, we should see, yep, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Oh my god. I did not just get another wither skull. I did not. Oh my, wow. I didn't even, I mean, oh my gosh. Alright, so as you can see, I have started to line the walls with some nether brick, and I think it's looking really nice. And then also I'm starting to get the actual tubes for the blazes going, because I have most of the second chamber built, as you can probably tell from here. And essentially I had this little tube system. You can see, you know, the blazes. They're trying to come out of, but I blocked it up to where they can. But essentially, this side is going to flow into here, and this side is going to flow into here. And judging from how this one is looking, I would say that the farm is working. At least somewhat. Assuming that the blazes don't move, they kind of just find their way over to here, or then they just kind of stay like that. But I have yet to actually load the lava buckets into the dispensers up on the roof, so I'm going to do that now. Alright, so dispensers have been connected, and the lava is now flowing, so in both of these blaze spawners, I no longer have any blazes spawning. So now really all that I have to get sorted out is, well, first off, this ghast, get that sorted out, but then the next thing that I need to get sorted out is the actual, like, item sorter. Ha, funny. And I've gotten everything linked up now, so blazes are spawning in this spawner, and they're also spawning in this spawner over here, so everything is working from that aspect. Now what I want to do is I want to actually hook up, I think I already mentioned doing this, I want to hook up a redstone system to both of the series of dispensers, to where basically I can just press a button, like maybe right here or maybe right here, and then that will disable both of the farms. But it is working pretty well. I went AFK last night while I was in bed, and then I also went AFK while I was at school today, and I have managed to get just a few blaze rods. The one thing I will say though is when I went AFK, that this spawner on this side wasn't working, and it was only this one, and it was because I wasn't close enough. I was on this block right here. I just moved this one block forward, and now blazes are able to spawn on that spawner. So I'm glad that I fixed the problem, that it wasn't more complicated. But if we go down here, I have 2.5 barrels worth of blaze rods, and if I come all the way over here to where I've been just keeping my stuff, I have even more because I've already emptied it once. I emptied it this morning before I went to school. So I am extremely happy with the productivity of this farm. I mean, I've been AFK for probably 18 hours total, which I will admit, that is a lot, but you also have to put into account the fact that that was only one spawner working during that. And now, as you guys can see, I have the little systems installed, so whenever blazes spawn, obviously, you know, they'll flow over, and we can see that this spawner is on. However, this one is off, so the lava is flowed down. So if I turn this one off, it makes a little sound effect, and then the lava flows down just like that. Obviously, when you turn it on, it's going to be a bit slower because you have to wait for the lava to dissipate. But although redstone is super simple, it's just a T flip-flop running into a piston, you know, that pushes a redstone block, and then we just have one single output going up to here, which then triggers the dispensers and acts as a normal button. And I've still been working on a tiny bit more decoration, but I think I'm done for now, so we're going to leave. However, I don't know if I've expressed this. It's like a 1,000 block walk back to my base, so I really don't want to walk back. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put everything in my ender chest and then kill myself. I do have 111 levels, which is a tiny bit unfortunate, but I can live without those. I would rather lose 111 levels than have to walk all the way back to my base. Like, it is like a 5-minute walk to my base, guys. It is very annoying. It is good to be back. But now that I have these other 2 shulker boxes worth of blaze rods, I'm going to go ahead and actually load it into our super smelter. And since I last showed you guys, I have added a crafting table here and a couple stone cutters on the side in case you want to prepare some different variants of the type of block that you're smelting if it's for a project. And then also, I have made a diamond off of this already, even though I didn't supply fuel for it because Diego wanted to use it. So I was like, well, just pay a diamond and smelt however much you want. So basically, he was just paying to actually use the super smelter, not for the fuel. But we can go ahead and chuck all of these blaze rods in. All of the blaze rods are now loaded into the system. As you can see in this hopper, we have 54 blaze rods because I put in 54 stacks of blaze rods. So each of the 64 furnaces would get 54 blaze rods, and each blaze rod can smelt 12 items. So do the math, 12 times 54, that is how many stacks of items that you can smelt in this thing. However, well, that is a pretty decent amount of fuel. I don't know how popular this is going to be or how many Stylians are actually going to use this, but I want to be on the safe side and I don't want to have to restock this with fuel for a good while. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go all the way back to the fortress and I'm going to get some more blaze rods. But first I want to actually smelt up some netherrack using the super smelter to get some more nether brick so that I can actually finish decorating the nether fortress around the blaze farm. So I smelted up some nether brick and now here we are actually at the blaze farm. I've added some blaze heads around the area a bit, so we have one here, 2 over here, and we also have some over here as well where we have that one, and then you can see all the blazes spawning and you can see them going through here, and then you can also see them here getting ready to be utterly killed. It's very, very cool. I love it a lot. But now I'm actually going to be emptying this thing like I said I was going to. I have 5 shulker boxes on me. I don't know if that's going to be... It's definitely going to be enough because the most I'm going to have here is going to be like 2 shulker boxes worth. And now I am just loading this puppy up with a ton of blaze rods. I still have quite a bit left to actually load in. Guys, you aren't going to believe me when I show you this. You genuinely are not going to believe this. You have to see this. So obviously I basically just loaded up my super smelter, right? I just finished it and already it's been like maybe a day. 7 diamonds. 7. That is insane. This is insane. I think both Aitor and Diego have used it. And I mean, like, I've already made my money back. because I made 8 diamonds off of that already, and I put in 6 just to force load the chunks. So that's amazing. That is awesome. And while I've had a ton of fun recording this episode and actually getting this thing up and running, I'm going to have to end it off here, guys. So thank you so much for watching. You guys, as always, are the best. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.